My name is Ted Price. I am the president of Insomniac Games, and I'm here talking about Ratchet & Clank Going Commando coming out for the PlayStation 2. When we started with Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, we had a very solid base to build on. Ratchet & Clank, the original, was a well-received game. It introduced a lot of new features to the genre. Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, though, gave us an opportunity to really take the genre in a different direction by adding things like character growth for our main character and weapon upgrades, and really increasing the amount of weapon strategy that you need to use when you're going through the game. So for the last several months, we've been refining the game, putting the brand new levels in, actually making some of the last few levels very challenging, so that you really are going to need a lot of the big, powerful weapons to get to the final portion of the game. And as a result, it's turned out to be a very different game than Ratchet & Clank, the original. The fact that Ratchet can go from 4 hit points at the very beginning to 80 at the end is a huge difference from both Ratchet, the original, and any other platform on the market today. You gain experience by killing enemies, and that experience allows you to build up hit points. That's important in this game because the enemies get significantly more powerful as you move from the first levels to the last levels. They're doing more damage, they have more hit points, so you better make sure that you've built up your character and acquired weapons and made sure that you got the upgrades for the weapons. Mega games for us are the logical evolution of the mini games. What they are multi-tiered challenges that occur throughout the game. Things like gladiator arenas, space combat, hover bike racing, etc. These are challenges that you need to take on to resolve the story, but it extends the gameplay. There's more replay in each of these challenges, so that's why we're calling them mega games versus mini games. There is one very nice bonus that you get if you have a memory card from the original Ratchet. If you've actually purchased the bomb glove, the walloper, the decoy glove, the visibomb, or the Tesla claw, you can go to a vendor in the 4th level and you'll get those weapons for free. The game starts after Ratchet and Clank have defeated Chairman Drek from the first game. They're hanging around, waiting for something to happen. And they get a call from a brand new character named Abercrombie Fizzwidget. He's the head of the Megacorp Corporation in the Bogon Galaxy, and he has a job for them. He wants Ratchet to become a commando and track down this experiment that's been stolen from the Megacorp laboratories. And the experiment's a cute, fuzzy creature that has a lot to do with how the story unfolds. But this experiment was stolen by a masked figure, and that's the first glimpse of another character that you get in the game. So we're introducing several main characters as well as a bunch of secondary characters that you run into as you hop from world to world. We have several levels where Clank is a playable character. Actually, one level where you're alternating between playing both of the characters. We also have a couple levels where you're playing Giant Clank. What's cool about those levels is that they are spherical worlds. They are complete globes around which you can travel without ever leaving the level. So we've done away with the flat worlds in these instances. And we've also given Giant Clank this jumping ability where you can get really high above the planet and see the entire world. It's a very different approach to platforming, and I don't think it's really been done before. We've made significant improvements to the engine, though. At the beginning of Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, Al Hastings and Rob Wyatt, our Vice President of Technology and one of our senior engineers, spent a lot of time tweaking what we had built for Ratchet & Clank, the original. And as a result, we can draw a lot more polygons, a lot more characters, and the worlds are about 150% bigger than the original, which leads to the fact that the game is about 150% bigger than the original, both geographically and in its complexity. This time around, thanks to the technology and thanks to additional design, the players are going to get even more bang for their buck. We're supporting progressive scan and 16:9, so if you've got a high-def TV or a widescreen TV, you'll be in great shape. We're also, we've got Dolby Surround, and we are running at a consistent 60 hertz, so 60 frames per second. It really does make a difference when you're looking at these very detailed worlds if it's running at 60, and it's very solid. We do have much more complex gameplay this time around. I think the enemy AI was another place where a lot of our very talented gameplay programmers brought their talents to bear and made the enemies act more intelligently and made the gameplay a lot more engaging than Ratchet 1.